Well, there we go. We're live on Facebook. I'm in my hometown of Tullah. I'm just going for a walk. You may find that the signal cuts out occasionally. If it does, I'll rejoin, so stay with me. It's a beautiful day. The weather's going to really turn in a couple of hours. So I thought I may as well go for a walk. William, who went missing, turned up again 48 hours after he went missing. He just jumped back in the window and said, "Hello, where's my food? I want fresh food, not yesterday's." So yeah, so this is Tullah. I'm just walking down through into Bluff Street, the end of Bluff Street, which is the pumping station for the water. We have a freshwater station here that keeps the town provided with some of the best and cleanest water in the world, apparently. So should be quite steady for you. I'm using my what I call bounce cam. It's an Osmo X3 zoom with a Z-arm, so it bounces around a lot, but it actually holds the picture steady. And there's the windsock. We don't have an airfield in Tullah, unfortunately. If there was an airfield, I'd buy myself a plane. I'll start using that to get around. So I'm walking down the path here, and at the bottom we come across a lake. There's a much shorter way to the lake from my house, but it's very, very steep, and I don't have my walking boots on. I've only got trainers or runners on, depending what you call them, depending where in the world you are. Oh yes, sorry, I'll just turn this round. Hello, I'm Henry, and welcome to my channel. There you go, just get that up a little bit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where in the world you are and what time of day it is. There we go, we'll go around. Thank you. I'll turn it round again now. Decentralise it. And it's now, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. This is good, isn't it? That's a great sign. Caution, these tracks are used by horses and pedestrians. The tracks are not designed for motor vehicles. All users please exercise care. It doesn't say you can't take a motor vehicle down here. So I could actually bring my four-wheel drive down here and bring my fishing gear. I don't have a license at the moment, so you've got to... There we go. So I'm just pointing it down because you can't see how steep it is. It is quite steep. You never get a normal vehicle down here. So this is walking down the banks of Lake Rosebery in Tullah from Bluff Street. It's great even for kids, the elderly. I'm an old age pensioner, so I can get down here quite early. Oh, if you wanted to know what, I'll just bring this around. This from my neck, that is actually an EPIRB or a PLB. So just in case I do fall and hurt myself and I can't get to my phone or I don't have a signal, I should still be on live. I hope so. It's not saying I am, but look at this. Just bring it down. So yeah, this is like a little beach. Sometimes I go fishing down here. But yeah, don't have my license this year, so I'm going to have to get a license. I don't know if this is live. It says it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so I am live on Facebook. Or so I should be. I'll just check. Hang on a second. Facebook. There you go. No, I'm not. So, oh, yes, I am. It should be live on Facebook. I'll go. I'll go back to here. Go here. Facebook. Hang on a second, I'll just stop this recording. So I should be live on Facebook again. I'm sorry about that. The signal is a bit iffy. So should be okay. It says I'm live now. So yes, I'm on the banks of Lake Rosebery in Tullah, in the Western Wild of Tasmania. Beautiful spot. I'm just walking down the banks. Did a beautiful walking path. I'll put all this up on Facebook later on, or it will be on Facebook later on, as well as anything that doesn't get broadcast. But yes, a beautiful day. It's about 18 degrees, but the weather is going to turn a bit nasty later, so we're going to have to be home in an hour or so. And yeah, so I'm using my Osmo X3 or DJI Osmo X3 zoom with a Z arm, which means it doesn't bounce around. So even if I move up and down quite a lot, the camera stays steady, so you get a nice clean shot. I'm just really trying out the gear. Haven't used it much, but this is fun. I like going live. Never know what's going on. And just if I wasn't live before, to turn this around, I have this. This is an EPIRB. Just turn it right again. It's an EPIRB, so if I fall over and hurt myself and I can't get to my phone, or I don't have a signal, then I should be able to get help. It'll be down here within about an hour. So yeah, it's a beautiful spot. This, it really is. Very busy in the summer. And of course, we haven't had any community cases of COVID for over a year, so we're very safe here. Unfortunately, my children, son and daughter, who live in Victoria, Australia, they're in lockdown. It's the most lockdown city in the world. And there was totally COVID free until 3 removalists from Sydney went down to Victoria illegally, did some work, passed on COVID to someone, and now they've got, it was 1,438 cases yesterday, down to 1,100 cases today. Because people are just not staying at home. They're not following the rules. So, let's have a look at this. Yeah, canoes. They just leave them here. They are privately owned, but I could find out who owned them and use them. Nice little boat down there. Okay, you're going to have to bring that out the water and turn it upside down, because we get a lot of rain here. We get 3 meters of rain per year, or up to. So the boat was filled with water and sink. That's why you put a boat upside down, so it doesn't get water in it. For those who wasn't aware of that, look at this. Beautiful flowers. I have no idea what they are. I'm not a botanist. The only thing that grows in my garden is weeds, or are weeds, sorry. It's a singular, R is plural. For those who know me from childhood, I've been educated now. One of my majors at university was literature. About over a third of the way through a novel. I've got 2 other books in the process of being written. So this gives you an idea of how much water we get. This is just trickling down the path. We do get a lot of rain. But this town didn't exist until 1970s. It was just boggy. So they had to cut, in 1960s they cut a road through around Mount Black. So the Merchant Highway could go all the way from Wynyard and Burnett down to Rosebery and Zion, and they had to get this huge amount of rock, millions of tons, didn't have anywhere to put it, so they put it here in Tullah, which gave it bedrock. So then they built a town here, because we've got a hydro station, and it was about 1,500 people lived here at one time. We've only got about 100 now. Very quiet town, but it's beautiful. Look at this. I'm only meters from my house. I'm only meters from my home. Look at this. I should really go fishing more often, shouldn't I? Haven't caught a fish since 1987. I'm the world's worst fisherman. I do feed them. I feed them regularly. Unintentionally. I'm trying to catch them. They're just too smart for me. So, yeah, going to go up a little hill here. It's quite undulating, this path. But if I go off live stream for some reason, just hang around and it will come back up, because the signal is a little bit iffy here. I'm going to have to change providers, and can get Starlink internet at home very shortly, so that'll be great. Because my internet at home is quite slow. It's 4G plus wireless. If you've found that little path that goes up there, that goes up to the next street of mine. So there are plenty of ways down here. But there's a path that comes almost down my garden, down to the lake. Unfortunately, it's very steep, and I'm not as fit as I used to be. Do have a walk down here. This is an amazing little spot, great for fishing. There's normally a boat here. Oh yeah, normally a boat here, a canoe, but it disappeared. Oh, there it is. There they are. Look, I don't know if you can see this. They've been hidden, just so that people don't steal them or use them without permission. Look how clear the water is. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's the water. Look how clear it is. There's a platypus or platypi around here somewhere. Haven't seen it myself. Everyone says, oh yeah, there's a platypus somewhere. So maybe it doesn't like my smell. Right, let's go around here. Sorry for turning 360. When filming, you should always turn 180 and then back the same way, so you're not crossing the line. Anyone doing video production would understand that, and if you don't, look it up. I worked for a major TV station in Melbourne, one of the nationals, a bit like ITV in the UK. I worked there for 20 years, filming television news. It wasn't a very nice job, but God, it paid well. That's why I can retire to Tullah. This is an amazing little place. I'm going to have to stop using amazing. I'm going to have to start finding another word, a synonym. If you could see how much this bounces, this camera, it's amazing. But it's just taking the bounce out of my walk. I don't know how many people are watching, if anyone's watching, but if you are, hello, and welcome to Tullah in Tasmania, the Western Wilds. You can see this, but you can't smell or feel. The smell is very damp smell, but that spring, because it's spring here, it's that spring damp smell when everything's starting to warm up. Even though I was in a blizzard the other day, I stayed overnight in my car and my doors froze. Had to start the engine, warm the car up so I could open the doors, and then had trouble getting the windows open. So it was really cold. A blizzard. I'll put that up, I'll put that video foot up later on so you can have a look. I've got a little gas stove for boiling the kettle, and it was so cold it wouldn't boil the kettle, the gas froze. So that gives you an idea of how cold it can get here. And today's about 18. So, and I'm talking about last weekend. So, a week ago, just less than a week. I'm just hoping that I'm still connected. It's very hard to see the screen because this camera uses I can't take a photograph, can I? I'm using my telephone as a monitor. There you go. I used to have a boat. I used to go out on the lake. I didn't really enjoy it much. What I would really enjoy out on this lake is a small sailing dinghy, because I love sailing. I used to sail down in London on the Serpentine. In Hyde Park, there's a beautiful lake there that you can hire boats from. I think Stephen, if you're watching, do you remember? And Dennis, he overturned boat once and had to go back to work. Soaking wet. We used to be stewards on the Humber Pullman on the train. Oh, we're talking about 1970, a long time ago. God, are you that old? Yes, I'm that old. Yeah, we're getting towards 70 now, Stephen. Gosh, who would have thought it? Stephen and I were very good friends in childhood. Collect bonfires and set bonfires and make bonfires on bonfire night, Guy Fawkes night. I can hear people in the distance. So, yes, drive people around. Don't like it when they say, don't film me. I say, don't worry, I don't film ugly people. I just say what I think now. Why not? People say that's rude. Well, it's rude to tell me to stop filming in a public place. Oh, you can change hands. This gets a little heavy. There you go, you wouldn't have noticed that. Oh, yeah, this is great. I can, if I want to, I can zoom in and out, but I'm just leaving it wide open. And I'm filming that standard resolution. I'm not filming HD because it takes too much bandwidth for the internet. I start slowing things down. This camera will go to 4K. So if I'm doing anything which isn't going to go live, I shoot in 4K. Look how vivid the colours are here. Don't forget this is live. I might go down some of these paths on the way back. I don't know where I am yet. You know, here, this is the campsite. This is the Tullah Lodge, which is accommodation, but they also have, I think it's 10 powered spots, which I'll just show you around. Look, quite a nice area. But of course, you pay for these. So, hello. Hello, how are you? I'm live on the internet, so just say hi. Right. Yeah, this is an amazing place. Really is. Got a brilliant place, a lovely place. A place that needs to be visited. I have a caravan as well, because I'm not going to camp on the caravan site if I live in Tullah. Hello, how are you? I'm live on the internet, so just say hi. Right. Sorry? I just use my mobile phone and it goes through. If you're with Telstra, that's the Telstra tower there, it's brand new.
Oh, yeah.
If you're Optus, it's on the other side. And if you're on Vodafone, yeah, no, I live in the town, but it's, yeah. Yeah.
You want to do an interview on this flight?
Yeah, right. Yeah, here we go. Up. This is really dodgy.
I work down here on the highway up here and the string is creaking.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in 78.
I would just mention that the road was made through from Burnley, the original highway, and then they continued it down to Rosebery and then Zeehan, and that was in the late 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And what happened is this was all boggy, and they cut all that rock out, millions of tons of rock out of Mount Black, and put it down here as a bedrock. Hello, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, the
Single man's quarter, I think it was here, where the lodge is now.
Yeah.
And we were working on the Macintosh, this one in Lake Rosebery, and then we headed up Stringers Creek, put the road in up the Stringers Creek and
Yeah.
the bastion and that.
Where do you live now?
Sprayton.
Oh yeah. I live in Tullah. Beautiful place. Yeah.
I used to play footy down here.
Okay, I can't play footy. AFL?
Yeah.
Back
in the day.
That's a game played by men with odd-shaped balls, right? Yeah.
So it's,
a bit like rugby.
Savage River, Tullah, Rosebery, Tullah and Queenstown.
Okay. What's your name?
Luke.
Luke.
Yeah.
Hello, Luke. I'm Henry.
That's Tim.
Tim.
And that's Charlie.
Hello, Charlie. Ian. Hello, Ian. So, he's eating at the moment. So, yeah. No, this goes live on Facebook.
Oh, does it?
So yes, it's amazing. You can go live on YouTube anywhere.
Yeah.
So, and it's if you look at that, but look at the picture.
Doesn't move. That's amazing.
Yeah, I call it my wobble cam.
Wobble cam.
Yeah, it will go to 4K, but I'm just shooting on standard resolution because of the data rate. Yeah.
That's good bit of gear.
I'm going to get Starlink. Starlink is available very shortly here. That's a new internet. It's all. They've got thousands of satellites above, and you can get up to a gig download per second.
Yeah, right.
Beta at the moment is 250 gig. I get about 10 kilobytes. It's absolutely shocking. So anyway, you have a great weekend. You're here for the weekend, I gather. Doing some fishing?
Yeah, I'm going out in the lake in a minute.
Last time I caught a fish, I want to get your reaction was here, okay, was 1987.
That's 1 year after me.
Right. I go fishing, I feed them.
You feed them, but you don't catch
unintentionally, yeah, but they're just too smart for me.
Yeah.
So.
That's what they call it, fishing, not catching.
That's right, I like that, yeah. But you have a great weekend, guys. Stay safe, won't you?
Yeah,
Thanks. If you wonder what that is, it's an EPIRB, just in case I fall over and hurt myself. I'm an old man. Yeah, I'm an old.
Well, you should get one for these blokes.
Yeah.
Just in case you get pushed out of the boat.
Yeah, probably all that.
Yeah. Just wear a life jacket. Okay. See you soon. Okay. Have a good one. So there you go. This is campers down in Tullah. Yeah, that's true. Me catching a fish. 1987, the last one, and it was a big one. It was quite big. It was redfin, and it's over in Donald, in the north of Victoria. And my son, who was 10 at the time, picked the fish up. Said, "Oh, that's a good one, Dad." And it suddenly flickered. It was still alive, and he dropped it, and it bumped right into the water. So I didn't get to keep it. And he hasn't forgotten it. I don't let him forget it. But no, this is. I think my audio is still good. Yeah, their audio may be quiet because I've got the microphone pointing towards me. I should have pointed it towards them, but I don't do many interviews on my travels. But when I go to the thing, I'll put it up on YouTube, and I'll bring their voices up a bit before I put it up there. I have full editing facilities at home. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better today because William, my cat, I left the window open. He jumped out the window about 11 o'clock on Monday night. About 10 o'clock on Monday night. And he was missing for 4. He's never been outside before. Never. He's a Burman. And he was missing for 48 hours. I was beside myself. 10 o'clock. Wednesday night. No, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday night. He decided to jump back in the window and say, "Where's my food?" He'd been bushed because it was covered in leaves and little twigs, but no harm done. I've been grooming him and checking him for ticks. I'm going to take him to the vet on Monday and make sure get him checked over. But he won't be going out. But he was been crying all night at the window trying to get out again. Little bugger. He used to have a cat called Cooking Fat. That's a spoonerism. Look it up and work it out. My daughter named him. So he was a big cat. God, he was big. He was huge. I've had him 14 years. Yeah. So here we go, walking round. If my battery runs out, I'll put another battery in. I've got a spare one, and this should be good. I am recording this good. So sometimes I forget to record. I'll still go live on Facebook. And there's a pier and a boat ramp. All the boat ramps here in Tasmania are free. You don't have to pay for them. One in Victoria, you had to pay for using the boat ramp, and it became quite expensive. I think they've dropped the price, dropped the charge now to encourage more recreational boating and fishing. I don't know if you can see it right in the distance over there. See if I can zoom in a bit. That in the distance is the, if you catch it up, yeah, is the boat ramp. I don't know if you can see it. It's very hard for me to, oh, there it is, there, over there. Right. That's a boat ramp. I'll just come back. Okay, right. There I am. Right. Whew. Got a few, this camera's got a few features of which I'm not used to. You can actually point at something and hold a button and it'll just stay on that one object as you walk past. Yeah. Huh. I'm trying to be a bit wobbly, but I'm trying to keep it still. But it isn't very flat, this. It's very undulating. And lots of rocks and stones. It gets quite slippery. And I don't have my walking boots on, so. Got some really good walking boots from Aldi about 3 or 4 years ago. We don't have Aldi here in Tasmania, but I was in Victoria at the time. And it was, oh, yeah, it was quite a good buy. It started to wear out now. I'll have to get some more. But I'm going over to Victoria in December for Christmas, if the borders open. I'm fully vaxxed. And then anyone who says you shouldn't be any anti-vaxxers watching, fuck off, I'm not interested. Okay? It's not about me, it's about others. Friends, family, community. Just lost half my viewers, I think. I'll beep that out on YouTube. So this is a really nice walk. I should come down here one day when it's absolutely, I know that sounds horrible, but it just gives a different light, different sounds, different feels, different smells. And that's, now if I go here, yeah, there, I'm going to go over there like that. Let's reverse this one. Yeah. I'm going to hold the thing in. So as I walk past, it's actually just going to keep it there. Right. So there you go. That's my. Ooh, the lake's high. It actually broke the banks here. Look, it broke the bank down here, which is very unusual. So it can't flood too much because it's man-made and there's an overflow at the other end. There's a Macintosh Dam at the top that flows into Lake Rosebery, and then it goes down into the other one. I'm not quite sure which is. It could be Pyman. Yeah, no crocodiles on here. It's too cold for them. So lots of snakes, and because it's been so warm, we will have a lot of snakes out at the moment. So you just got to keep an eye out. Yes, we do get snakes in Tasmania, and yes, they are poisonous. Most of them are deadly. As are a lot of the spiders. Imagine put your hand sitting on a toilet and getting bitten on the bum by a spider. It happens. Got some nasty ones down here. God, it's very warm. The temperature's coming up. I didn't bring any water with me. That was foolish. But here we go. This is. We're walking around now and we'll be coming across a slight opening and then to the pier. And then around the corner from that boat ramp. I can actually see you building into the foreground. That's where the pier is. A lot of people go swimming here in the summer. Kids, they love it. Should have a life. Should really have a life belt here, but there isn't one. I'll call Hydra and ask them to put one up. They will. Oh, here we go. This is the open part. Oh. This is a building. A lot of people sleep underneath here when they come camping and it gets really, really bad. So they sleep underneath here instead. And if I go this way, you'll be able to see the pier. Yeah, it's still live on Facebook. So yeah. Oh. I didn't actually name it. I should have named the file before I recorded it and put it on Facebook, but I will. I'll get used to it. I'm not used to Facebook Live. God, those clouds are looking a bit ominous up there, look. Yeah, we're going to get some rain. This is forecast. You know when it's going to rain because the temperature suddenly drops really, really quickly. Now, and here's a pier. Oh. Yeah, the water is very high at the moment. It's about a metre higher than what it normally is. So that means that Macintosh Dam is overflowing into here. There will be overflowing down into the, I think it's a Pyman. Yeah. I'll come down here another time when the water is lower and you'll be able to compare. They put all new, I complained a couple of years ago that all these rails was in disrepair. There was holes in them and everything, and they've replaced the whole lot, which is fantastic. Thank you, Hydra. Tasmanian Hydra. Did a great job. Yeah, here, that's handy. That goes down, then there's another platform down there which I often fish from. And this is quite high, and yeah, don't think you can get much higher than this. Yeah, so there you go. The water is very high at the moment. Sometimes they drain these. They actually drain the lake just to do maintenance. I've never seen it really down. It used to be a valley down here, so. But it's quite deep. It's about 150 metres deep, I believe. I think that's what my depth sounder said at one time. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to go back up here. It's a public holiday today. Sorry. It's a public holiday here today. 1st of October 2021. It's a public holiday in Burnie. They have public holidays, different days in different parts of the state here. It's not like Victoria all in one go. It's slightly different. But we are very sparsely populated. Try that again. We are very sparsely populated in this part of Tasmania, this area. That's why it's called the Wild West, or Western Wilds. A lot of fishing here. There's trout, brown trout, rainbow trout, salmon. So there you go. Entry water ban ladders provided, no jumping into the water, no diving, no running on jetty, walk between levels, no littering, take all rubbish away, no camping. People do it all. One of the best camping sites, anyone who's thinking about coming down to Tasmania, it's just around the corner. I'll show you where it is. It's near the boat ramp. It's on Wikicamps. I keep putting it on Wikicamps and it keeps getting taken down. There's a certain place around here complained because they got paid camping. Don't have to say who that is. But I like free camping, wild camping as it's called. Take my caravan, I've got everything I need. If I could get a van that I could stand up in, a normal van, I convert it into a camper and get rid of my car. Stop recording for some reason. Oh well, there you go. Well, I don't know how much of that you got, but hopefully it's on Facebook. I can edit it in. Oh. Yeah, I went to the post office this morning. Of course, it's closed. I've forgotten it was a public holiday. When you're retired, every day is very much the same as the other. Oh. So here we go. We're going. I know I've got a good telephone signal here because I can see the tower, and with Optus. As I mentioned to the 3 guys, I'm going to go to Starlink when that comes up. It'll be a lot quicker. And I watch a lot of YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, I'm going to put this on Facebook when it's so this is the town. That's it. There's a cafe. All the rest are closed except for the post office and a community centre, which has got free internet and facilities for travellers. The Tullah Community Hall, we're not allowed to use that now because the council decided they want it, and they put a gym in there which everyone has to pay for. So most of the residents tell them to bugger off. And there you go. Coming to now up to one of the best camping spots around here. I don't think there's anyone there today. You think there would be with a public holiday? Yeah, well, there's some boats there. I can see the trailers, but I've just clicked the strap on my EPIRB, pulled it apart. I'm just doing it just so that I can. There we go. Hang on my neck again. Yeah, down here is a really popular camping spot for free camping. Yes. So someone's coming down here. I'll actually. So just wave to them, and yeah, they're going down to pay for camping when the great facilities here, and I'll show you what I mean. So it's going to be dark. I'll just I go here, there you go, right. Just change the exposure level on the camera. Look at this. You can see the lake here. Some people put a small tent down at the bottom there, but there are better places. Yeah, so I'll be coming to an end in this in a few minutes. Hopefully this is all on YouTube, on Facebook. And I'll see, I'll put it on YouTube as well. So yeah, so this is the top of the boat ramp. Only a couple of boats in there today, which is unusual on a public holiday, especially on a day like this. But it looks like that weather, we're just going to miss it. At the moment, there is some more going around. And this here is the top of the boat ramp. There's a beautiful walk along here, which I don't have enough energy to go on today, but I will go around another time. And yeah, there's a boat ramp. Boat ramp down there, all free. And just up here is an absolutely brilliant camping spot, and it's all free. And you can stay for as long as you want. Like, there's no time limit on it. And it's just actually green up there. It's quite nice, and on here as well. So I'm heading off home. So thanks for joining me. And hopefully I'll see you again on the next one, which won't be Tullah. I'll do somewhere else. I want to go down to Richmond. Google Richmond in Tasmania. I have the oldest bridge in the country, I think it is. An ex-penal colony. Absolutely amazing place. Okay, so until then, I'll just bring you around. There you go. Thank you for joining me. Okay, and for the moment, goodbye from me and goodbye from Tullah.